You have goals and you are dedicated and determined to hit them. You're working out hard. I mean, really hard. But you know those days when you get to the gym and you're just dragging through your workouts and you think, well, maybe I'm a little dehydrated. So you chug some water and you keep drinking more water. But instead of getting more pumped up, more hydrated, feeling better, having energy through your workout, you actually might get more tired. What's going on? Why can't you get energy that matches your dedication and determination during your workouts? Welcome to today's episode of the Why Am I So Tired series, where we're going to talk about how chugging plain water isn't going to fix that. And in fact, too much of that plain water can actually make you feel more tired, heavier legs, and more exhausted. So today, I'm breaking down the missing ingredient your body needs before and during exercise to keep your energy steady and your muscles firing. You work out, you eat healthy, but you're still tired and frustrated, and nothing seems to work anymore. Well, welcome to Data, Dumbbells, and Dinner, where we use your body's own data to explain why, and then give you workouts and nutrition to finally feel energized, confident, and fit again. You are dedicated. You're determined. There is nothing that will stop you from becoming fit, healthy, and looking like an athlete finally. So you get to the gym, everything's great. You start your workout, and you're a couple of steps in when all of a sudden you just crash. I'm talking your legs are heavy, your arms are heavy, your reaction time is slower. This workout starts to feel so hard. You've totally crashed, and you're not even halfway through your workout yet. You might even start to get some dizziness. You just feel tired. So you think, well, maybe I'm dehydrated. You grab the water, you start sipping, and rather than getting more energy from hydrating, you start to have less. And not only that, that water that you just drank feels like it's sitting in your stomach, sloshing. Ugh, this wasn't what you expected. Why isn't your energy and effort matching your dedication? So let's start from the beginning. When it comes to hydration, it's everything for your workouts. But water alone isn't enough to hydrate. Water needs things, let's call them little cofactors. To take the sciencey away and make it pretty everyday language, say water needs to hop on the school bus and take a ride to your muscles, take a ride to your brain. And if the school bus doesn't show up because there aren't any school buses around, then that water just sits there. Why is it so important to be hydrated? If we're as much as 1% to 2% dehydrated, that's not a lot at all. Things start to decline with our physical body. First, we have less oxygen that's going to be delivered to our muscles. So we're going to start to fatigue much faster. Our reaction time, our brain thinking is going to be much slower. We're going to have a noticeable decrease in our strength and our power. Our performance is going to drop by about 10 to 20%. And not only that, our body core temperature is going to rise, which puts a ton of stress on our body. It's going to rise fast. And when that happens, our power output, our ability to lift strong, heavy, hard is going to decline. We can become irritable. Maybe we have anxiety or fatigue. And ultimately, our workout is going to feel so much harder than it should. And when this happens and our legs get heavy, and our arms get heavy, and we get slow, many of us automatically go to food. Well, we need food for fuel. That's our problem. We need to eat more. What if the problem isn't the food? Well, it could be, certainly. But what if the problem is actually all that water that you're drinking during your workout isn't really making it to your muscles, to your brain, to your body to be used? Why? Well, I call it drinking naked water. And naked water doesn't have the minerals in it that are the little school buses. You see, the primary movers or the primary school buses that take water is when we drink water, it goes in our mouth, goes down our throat, into our stomach, and into our intestines. It's got to be absorbed into the bloodstream. Most of it's done in the intestines, but it's got to be absorbed into the bloodstream. It's got to go through the barrier that it's kept in our stomach, our esophagus, our intestines, and out into our bloodstream. And it uses those school buses to get there. And those school buses are going to be primarily sodium and glucose. Now, there are other minerals we need in water transportation and in workouts. Things like potassium to help balance out the sodium. Things like magnesium to help with our muscles working and our brain function and our recovery and our central nervous system. So there are other electrolytes or minerals that do a load of good during our workouts. But if we're drinking naked water and we're sweating profusely or even sweating a little bit, every time we sweat, we are releasing the sodium, the very sodium that our body needs in order to hydrate, to take that naked water and join with that naked water in order to be able to take it like a school bus to the places that it goes. If there was a way that we could replace that sodium while we're training, it's a game changer. We don't fatigue so quickly. Our brain function keeps going. We're able to progressively overload our muscles week to week because every workout that we show up for is an amazing workout. So if you find yourself being tired during your workouts, crashing during your workouts, maybe even getting moody or feeling depressed for some reason, slower reaction time, less ability to lift, electrolytes might be the solution that you've been looking for. A disclaimer. Remember, I am not a doctor. I do not diagnose. I do not give diagnoses. That is not my job. My job is simply to help you understand where your body is unhealthy and take you to healthy. So I want to talk to a special population of women out there. For many women in today's high-stress society, we find ourselves with blood sugar levels that are creeping up. So if you are someone who works out or wants to work out and you have blood sugar that's 99 or greater, that's edging up there, right? If you go to the doctor, they're going to tell you, oh, watch it because this is a pre-sign you're heading in the wrong direction towards diabetes. So it's a high blood sugar issue. Well, electrolytes during your workout can actually help to regulate your fluid shifts so that those workouts don't cause you extreme fatigue. So here's a catch-22 that people with high blood sugar aren't often told about. They're told to go work out because when you build muscle, you use blood sugar more effectively. You clear it out of your system. Muscles are like a sponge that help to soak up excess blood sugar, plus just doing the activity itself burns blood sugar. And all of those things are true. However, for women who have high blood sugar, their body is already under immense amounts of stress. That means the hormone cortisol is higher. The hormone insulin is higher. And those hormones can become very stressful when they're high, stressful on your internal system. And so when you go and you work out, working out is stressful. It's going to also raise your cortisol and raise your insulin and raise your blood sugar after a heavy weight training session. And with all that stress, someone who has high blood sugar issues, especially women, can be fatigued literally for the rest of the day. Like, I've got to go take a nap. I just can't get with it. I need to live off of caffeine all day. And it can take several days for their bodies to unfatigue, basically, or go back to kind of a normal energy level. So for women with high blood sugar issues, trying something that we're going to talk about here in just a few minutes with adding some electrolytes to that water can be a game changer. Check with your doctor first, make sure it's okay for you, and get the go-ahead. Always listen to your doctor. The second population I want to talk about are my ladies with autoimmune conditions. Now, keep in mind, I have been through both of these. In my 30s, I was someone who had high blood sugar. I was considered pre-diabetic. In my 20s and my 30s, at times I had autoimmune disease. And even in my 40s, I've had an autoimmune disease. And when you have autoimmune conditions, again, internally, your body is super stressed. Why? Because it's fighting a battle. It's waging a war 24/7 against something in your body because it thinks it's, trying to take it out. It's some sort of virus or parasite or something. And so it's waging an attack on your body. And so your immune system is going 24/7. That's a huge stressor for your body. It's like it never gets to stop when you have autoimmune conditions. And so those workouts, again, are stress. They're going to add more stress on top of an already stressed out body. But we all know that workouts are healthy. We all know that everyone should strength train and get exercise for my people with autoimmune issues. Electrolytes help reduce that stress load. How does that work? Well, it's very stressful to start losing all of your sodium, become dehydrated, or even just start to dehydrate 1%, 2%. Your brain function goes down. Your muscles stop working as well. Putting in the sodium that you need and things like potassium and magnesium, things that help to balance out your body while you're working out creates a less stressful environment. So you might even find that when you work out, you don't have to go home and lay in bed for 3 hours and take a 3-hour nap just to function. It's a game changer. It's a game changer just for people who are tired women who don't have any conditions. They just can't figure out why they can't push hard and work through these workouts like they want to. Drinking water that's naked, that has nothing in it, that's going to help with your performance, with your hydration, with your body's ability to absorb water at the cellular level, isn't a good idea for any woman, in my opinion. In my opinion, it's a game changer for ladies when they start having pre-hydration and hydration strategies for workout days. What do I mean by that? Pre-hydration means that we are going to start sipping on water that has electrolytes in it about an hour to an hour and a half before our workout, especially if we've had coffee that morning or had any sort of caffeine or drink that dehydrates us. We want to make sure that we're putting in the minerals that our body needs. How do we do that? Well, if you need something really quick, grab and go, Body Armors are amazing. They have coconut water. They have tons of the electrolytes that our bodies need to push through a workout. If you want something super simple that you can do at home, grab a pinch of sea salt, sprinkle it in your water, put some squeezes of lemon in there. You've got your sodium. You've got some nutrients from your lemon. That can be a game changer. There are also pre-made packets that you can empty into water. Things like Trace Mineral Zero Light. Things like Trace Minerals, Trace Mineral Drops. Liquid IV is even some that's very readily available. Element, literally spelled LMNT. An Element actually lists the ingredients and the recipe for their drink on their website, so you can make it at home and have it ready to go when you need it. But beginning that pre-hydration strategy 60 to 90 minutes before your workout, if possible, if not, 30 minutes is great, is going to help with your power, your performance, your energy, your mind, your mood, your oxygen delivery. And if you're working hard trying to build that athletic body, you've got to fuel it with the right hydration strategy, both pre-workout and during your workout. Now, during your workout, I just suggest not drinking naked water. As you work out, your body is losing that sodium that you need. That's a huge stressor. Workouts are already a stress because you're ripping down all the muscles. You're going to have to repair those later. So if we can help balance the stress for your body, your results come so much faster. And that's what we're doing when we use electrolytes during our workouts. You'll find that your brain functions clearer. You can go longer, you can go harder, you recover faster. You're able to progressively overload, which is exactly what we need to form an athletic body. Healthy hydration isn't just about drinking more water. Remember my term naked water. Naked water alone doesn't do much to actually hydrate you at the cellular level, to get it to your tissues, to get it to your brain. It's all about balance in your water. We want water, we want electrolytes, so we have energy, we have endurance, our recovery is better. Remember, your fitness and nutrition program shouldn't just be about going hard. It should balance your body. It should be about your health first. And one of the signs of a healthy body that you'll see is energy. Healthy bodies are energized bodies. Now, if you're tired of dragging through your workouts, this is just one piece of many pieces to a giant puzzle. I would love to invite you to my 3-day live virtual masterclass. It's called From Fatigue to Fit. It's happening the week of October 14th through 17th. I'm going to show you during the course of 3 days together how labs affect your nutrition, affect your energy, affect your supplementation, even affect your training. Not only that, we're going to dive into some at-home testing that will blow your mind when it comes to seeing results with your fitness and nutrition program. I'm literally going to teach you how to be your best personal trainer ever. So if you are ready to join me and connect all of the dots to the energy, to your program, to your fitness, to your nutrition, to your lifestyle, then grab your spot today at 414fitness.com or go to the show notes, save your seat, and let's get your body feeling strong again. Let's take you from fatigued to fit. Until next time, stay strong, stay healthy. Thanks for listening to Data, Dumbbells, and Dinner. If you're tired of feeling like nothing works, remember, your body holds the answers. With the right data, workouts, and nutrition, you can finally feel energized, confident, and fit again.